Hi, you all just finished a U-try where you got to rationalize each denominator so that the simplified form has no radicals in the denominator. The first one I gave you just has a single radical in the denominator. It was 5 over the square root of 11. So if you want to get rid of the square root of 11, you don't want it in the square root anymore. Well, square roots need pairs, right? Just pairs of 2 to get out of the square root. So I have 111, I just need one more. Whatever I multiply by in the denominator, I need to do the same thing in the numerator, okay? So multiplying those together, 5 times the square root of 11 would be 5 radical 11, or 5 square root of 11. In the denominator, you're going to get the square root of 121, or the square root of 11 times 11. You'll have a nice little pair of 11s, which will come out of the square root and be in your denominator. So the simplified form in number 1 is 5 square root of 11 over 11. Number 2 has 2 terms in the denominator. So we've got 3 over square root of 5 plus square root of 2. If you want to get these out of the square roots, you can't just multiply by one or the other. We need to multiply by the conjugate. So the conjugate has both terms, but with a different sign in the middle. We're just going to switch it from addition to subtraction. So it'll look like square root of 5 minus square root of 2. Whatever you multiply by in the denominator, make sure you do the same thing in the numerator. Once we've multiplied these together, we're going to do 3 times both terms. So that'll be 3 square root of 5 minus 3 square root of 2. In the denominator, we have to distribute, so we're going to do square root of 5 times square root of 5, which would be the square root of 25. We'll do square root of 5 times the negative square root of 2, so that'll be negative square root of 10. We'll do positive square root of 2 times positive square root of 5, which will be a positive square root of 10. And positive square root of 2 times negative square root of 2, which will be a negative square root of 4. All right, from here, in the numerator, there's no simplifying I can do because they are not like radicals. One's a square root of 5 and the other is a square root of 2, so they are different. So we will have to keep those exactly like they are. In the denominator, let's see, the square root of 25 is 5. The negative square root of 10 and positive square root of 10, if I add those together, we will get 0. They're going to cancel out nicely. And the square root of 4 is 2. So I really got 5 minus 2 in the denominator. All right, from here, I can go ahead and do that subtraction. 5 minus 2 is 3. And again, I haven't done anything at all to the numerator. All right, last little thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but every single thing that I have is divisible by 3. So you can simplify it just a little bit more by dividing by 3 in the numerator and in the denominator. And that simplified form will look like the square root of 5 minus the square root of 2 over 1, which is just square root of 5 minus square root of 2.